Good morning, guys. I'm gonna actually bring you a special video today. I watched the video yesterday by Raising's Natural Aquariums. Great guy. If you guys are not sub to him, please check him out. He has awesome videos. And the video was about like the fish fam and new members and stuff like that. Well, in the video he talked about how fun it would be to start up the tuber tag challenge again. So I was really interested in that, so I went ahead and contacted him after I watched the video, and me and him got to chatting a bit last night, and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and start it back up. Now, I changed up some of the questions. Well, me and him actually did it. We worked over it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it back up, and here's gonna be my tuber tag challenge. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, here we have it. Question 1. How did you get into the hobby? Well, what actually got me started into the hobby was just after our daughter was born. Me and the wife decided, why don't we go ahead and get her just a small little tank with a betta fish, just to see if she'll like it. And she actually took to it pretty well. So after we got the betta, we actually ended up getting some neons. Then we realized the tank that we had, we didn't know really what we were doing at the start. So we went ahead and put the neons in with the betta, which was okay for a little bit, until the betta actually started chasing the neons pretty badly. So then I started to research and realize they actually can't fully go together sometimes. So I actually had to go ahead and get another tank. Then after we had the other tank, we went ahead and got a bigger fish to go in that tank. Then we realized that bigger fish should not be in that small tank. So it just kept snowballing until until I had like a big bunch of tanks, and that's how I got into the hobby. Question 2. How many tanks do you currently run? I currently run, in the fish room I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In the fish room I currently have 12. 10, 11, 12. Oh, sorry. In the fish room I currently have 13. And up in the dining room I currently have 1. So 14 tanks running in total. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite fish you currently own? Wow, this is a tough one. I actually really enjoy most of the fish, well actually all the fish I have. But if I had to pick one, to be honest, I honestly think it's my turquoise rainbow at the moment. I really love the shape of this guy. I love the colors. I would have to go ahead with this turquoise rainbow that you guys are looking at right now. Yeah, he'll have to be my favorite I own at the moment. Number 4 is, what is your dream fish? Wow. Now this is something obviously I probably will never own, but my dream fish would actually, it'll have to be an Asian arowana. Those guys, wow, those fish are amazing. Obviously I'll never own it because you need a humongous tank, but those guys just look so cool. Their scales almost look like a dragon scale. It's really cool. Number 5. What are your favorite type of filters to use and why? Well, to be honest, I use canisters, I use hang-on backs, I use sponge filters. My favorite type to use, if I could afford it on every tank, would be a canister, but they're really expensive. That's the only drawback. But they work amazingly because they move a lot of water, they hold a lot of media, and it's like out of sight, it's out of the tank, which is great. But for multiple tanks like I'm running, I actually I'm using a lot of sponge filters, and it's really cost efficient. So it's a tough question for me. If I could afford it, canisters would be my pick. If I want to do a lot of tanks, it would be the sponge filter. The hang-on backs are great also. They move a lot of water. I'm just not into that whole like seeing this big can of filters and stuff on your tank. But yeah, it would be a canister if I can definitely afford them all. And the next question is number 6. What lighting do you prefer to use and why? Again, if I could afford it on every tank, I'd use LEDs, just because they put out lots of light. They look great, but they are a little expensive. So on most of my tanks, I actually run just like a clip-on desk lamp with the CFL bulbs, like 6500 Kelvin 60 watt CFLs, and they work great for plants, believe it or not. I'm growing actually most of my plants with those lights. So if for the cost wise, I would have to go with the CFLs. Now the next would be your favorite type of tank setup. Well, I actually have different types of tank setup, but to be honest, I really love the natural look of like a Planet tank. I would definitely have to go with a Planet tank. I love the greens. It would definitely have to be a Planet tank for me. Now number 8, what is your dream tank? My dream tank, to be honest, hopefully I can get it one day, would have to be a really big tank. I would say probably like a 350, 375, and the reason being it would have to be so big. My dream tank, to be honest, would actually recreate the Nemo movie, like the Finding Nemo, like a nice big saltwater tank, and get most of the characters I can from Nemo, because my daughter loves that movie. It would be so cool if I could actually recreate the Nemo scene. That'd be like really sweet. That'd be my dream tank. Now, number 9. What keeps you in the hobby? Well, to be honest, I just like fish in general. But seeing how like my daughter reacts to seeing all these awesome fish, and like she gets really personal with these guys, especially the babies. She really enjoys watching them grow. Like it's really fun watching her enjoy it so much. So to be honest, that's probably what's keeping me in the hobby. It is a lot of work, it is a lot of maintenance, it's expensive, but just to seeing the joy she gets out of it, to be honest, that what keeps me into it. Now number 10, it's actually it's a fun thing I decided to do. The number 10 question actually would be, what I decided to do is pick a question to ask your tags. So that's going to be the number 10. So how it's going to work, you're going to pick a question to ask the next 3 tags that you choose to tag. Then they'll have to pick their own question to ask the next 3 tags. So like you're always kind of changing up that number 10 question, which is pretty cool. Now for number 10, the question I would like to ask the 3 tags that I'm going to be tagging, it would have to be, if you can only keep one tank that you currently have, or if you can only keep one tank in general with one species of fish, what would it be? Because I'll go ahead and answer the question first. Me, to be completely honest, if I can only keep one species of fish and only have one tank, it's a really hard one. But honestly, I think I'll just, if I only had no choice, I would actually probably end up going with Cory cats. I love those bottom dwellers. Those guys, there's so many different variants you can get, and I honestly think I'll just go with Cory cats on the bottom. Get a nice like a low boy or something. That would look pretty sweet, to be honest. So that'll be it for my tuber tag. Now I gotta go ahead and add 3 people tag 3 people in this so they can go ahead and do it. And the 3 tags I want to do, I want to go ahead and give it to the man Racing Natural Aquariums. I really want to go ahead and see what he has to think about all this. The second tag I want to give it to is Down the Wormhole. I hope she has fun with it. And the third tag, it'll have to be V-Stag. So that'll be it for my two-bird tag challenge. Now, Rob, Dia, and Victor, you guys are up. I hope you have fun with it. Hope you guys enjoyed.